Mississi here, and welcome back to another episode of The Sinking City. So please, before we start, grab some cookies and some tea and enjoy. So today we are gonna continue with the quest for Mr. Throgmorton to find out who killed his friend. Not this one, I think it's a side quest. Ah, this one. Where's Clover gone? Mr. Throgmorton asked me to find out what happened with Herbert Clover, a collector of fine arts. We found out last time that he got murdered. For a mirror. This mirror. A picture of a mirror. A cruelly drawn picture of a strange looking mirror. We already read that last time. So yeah, to find the burglars, perhaps we should go to the police station. And maybe they know anything. So we're actually right here right now. Let's go and see if we find anything. Why are you crying? Oh.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
I have a feeling you don't like me so much. Problem,
You
officer?
and I have a problem, officer.
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks.
Wow, okay. Well, thank you for letting me use your archive, at least. Sit in here? And no. Ooh, what's that? Ah, Throgmorton's in the morning. That's an interesting picture. Ah. Property crimes? Suspects? Oh, bro. Ah, Squint's police file. Named Philip O'Connell, alias Squint, sex male, age 46, residence unknown, crimes, numerous burglaries in Oak Grove, breaking and entering, tax evasion. Possible associates, name Sidney Stokes, alias non-sex male, age 21, residence Oakmont, Mass, Northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moorland Road and Salvation Road. Crimes, jaywalking, lollygagging, jury duty dodging. I have a feeling since that's the only name the road where we can possibly find him. Maybe Squint will be there too, so we can go over there and have a look. Alright. Oakmont, Mass, Northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Merlin Road and Salvation Road. That's down here. Ah, it's up here. So over here-ish? Could be down there, perhaps? Up here? Okay, we can go over there and look. Maybe we'll find them. Okay, so I think it's this house. Actually, so let's go and have a look. And again, those small loading screens every time. What for? Okay, we found it right away. It was right beside the phone booth. What's this?
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is.
It's like a crab and a rat. A letter from the morgue. Mr. Stokes, the price for a separate burial for your mother, Martha Stokes, is 30 bullets. The morgue cannot give you a discount. There are more requests for burials than we have resources or manpower to satisfy. You must make the payment in 2 weeks, or we will have to inter your mother in a mass grave. Oh my gosh, that scared me.
Rest in peace.
Can't carry anymore, but I picked it up anyways. I have a feeling I just took the booze the person was saving for the burial. Oopsies. Whoa. Okay then. There's no basements. Oh.
Looks like Squint was having a bad day. Survived getting shot just to be stabbed to death. But who did it?
At long last, I'll fix what that old ape lover Francis did to you.
What? Why do I hear crying?
Ah, get away from the... Oh, thank the gods. I thought you were another monster.
How did you get in there?
Nice trick with the wall. How'd you manage it?
It wasn't me. She put the wall there with some kind of hocus pocus.
Huh?
You said she put the wall here. Who is she?
She's our employer. I don't know her name or anything. She promised us a good payout for a simple job. And I fell for it like a chump.
Sydney Stokes, I presume.
Aye, that's right. Do I know you?
Don't think so. I'm here about Herbert Glover. I believe you know him. Or should I say, knew him.
Okay.
What was your job?
What did she hire you to do?
The job seemed simple enough. Go to the collector's house, grab some fancy mirror, and then hoof it out of there.
Where is the mirror?
So where's this fancy mirror now?
She took it. When me and Phil met her with the goods, they got into a big blowout and she shivved him. Okay, what am I to do now? Phil was the idea guy, I'm just a sap.
Why kill
Were you hired to kill the collector too? Or was that just for laughs?
I swear to Kay, it wasn't part of the plan. It was an accident. The guy started shooting at us and I panicked.
You panicked? Really? That's your excuse?
Please, as Kay is my witness, I didn't mean to kill anyone. I'll give you everything I have. Just let me walk.
Where'd you...
Look, you might be a sap, but at least you're an honest sap. I'll look the other way, but you better get scarce, and fast.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. You won't see me again, I swear. Here, take this. Thanks again. What do you want?
So I can't get a description of the woman, really. Huh?
Oh, Ma. I killed him. What have I done? What in the world have I done?
So you did regret it. And all evidence collected. Hello? Where are you walking, sir? It's kind of weird that you're walking into random people's house, isn't it? Okay. What do you have in your bag? A baby, that's... and a cross? Max? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Alright, the woman who took the mirror. An unknown woman took possession of the mirror that the thief stole from Clover's residence. She killed Phil O'Connell, also known on the street as Squint. She said that she'd fixed what Francis had done. She may look old, but there's not a frail bone in her body, and still more incapable of murder. Sidney Stark's testimony. Sidney Starks, along with Phil Squint O'Connell, were hired by a strange woman to steal a specific mirror from Herbert Glover. Stokes accidentally killed Herbert during the robbery. The latter met with the woman at Sidney's place, where she killed Phil, took the mirror, and locked Sidney inside. Sidney couldn't remember her in much detail, except that she was thin, old, and had a bad temper. I should return to Mr. Throgmorton to tell him what I found. Alright, we go back to the mansion now. I think that's the first Innsmouther that I've seen walking around. Can I walk in the back door? Again! That's nice. Mr. Throgmorton? I finished the investigation.
I've looked into your delicate matter.
Excellent. Don't spare me any details.
Glover's dead. He was killed by a man named Sidney Stokes, who happened to be robbing his place. And he wasn't working alone. He had a partner, Phil O'Connell. Didn't end up much better. All over some kind of mirror, apparently.
Truck. Where is the mirror now?
Their employer has it. Some mystery woman. I didn't get her name, but she obviously wasn't fooling around.
I see. So, my enigmatic competitor has finally shown her hand. And the thieves are both dead, you say?
Both of them
Their
are dead.
employer decided to bump them off. Now, I hope that's not standard business practice in these parts.
You've proven to be far more valuable to me alive than dead, Mr. Reed. You have nothing to worry about in that regard.
About reward.
Alright, I've held up my end of the bargain. Now, it's your turn.
Of course, Mr. Reed. Here's your payment. Now that you know everything, would you accept the second part of the job?
Let me guess. You want me to track down the mirror?
Yes, and the one who so rudely snatched it from my grasp.
Sounds like fun.
I'm on it. Only got one lead, though. Our culprit had a bone to pick with someone named Francis. Mean anything to you?
Ah, yes. That is without doubt my father, Francis Throgmorton. May rest his soul.
How's he involved?
What's he got to do with this?
I found mention of the mirror in his records. That's what led me to take interest.
Did you have enemies?
Your father was a prominent man. I'm sure he had enemies. Anyone come to mind?
None who would outlive him.
About those records.
You mentioned your father left records. Mind if I take a gander at them?
The prospect of you rifling through my father's possessions does not fill me with joy, Mr. Reed. But if that's what you need, so be it. Take this key.
Thank you. So where's the records? Basement? Or maybe not. I do like this place though. Looks really nice. Okay.
Seems an ambitious expedition. Like father, like son. Curious craftsmanship. These must be worth a fortune. Looking sharp, but I guess that's the point.
Exclusive interview. Francis Throgmorton's expedition to Africa has proven to be one of the most ambitious, if sadly unappreciated, undertaking of 1891. He has returned with numerous historical artifacts, invaluable anthropological research, a newborn son, christened Robert, and a plethora of fascinating cultural insights. Today, in an exclusive interview with the Oakmont Chronicle, he has agreed to share some of those insights with us. Rosie.
1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
What? I don't think I should ask any questions.
Now, that kid looks a little familiar.
It's on photo. Private correspondence. 12/12/1894. Francis. Divorce is no simple matter these days. It never has been. In my legal practice, you must clearly define the fault usually present to the court. The most common option being cruelty, adultery, or an incurable mental illness. It is my impression that your firstborn's death at the tender age of 7 dealt a blow to Bethany's health. I do sincerely hope she recovers, but the court won't share my concerns. Besides, Oakmont Asylum seems to be a very well-run place. Regards, Chauncey. Interesting. It's a really nice house, actually.
The mortician has touched him up well. The stone mirror. Herbert Clover's death did not interest Robert as much as the mirror stole from him. The culprit is a woman who has a bone to pick with a curtain Francis. Despite working against Robert Throgmorton, he may know more. Bishop the mirror. Francis' study. Francis mentioned by a woman behind the mirror. Theft must be Robert Throgmorton's late father. He has a study in the Manor. Robert
required me to check it and gave me the key. And a torn photo. The left half of a torn photograph. And that again. Can I talk to Throgmorton again? Tell me about Bethany.
I had some questions about Bethany.
I beg your pardon. I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
Well, it came up during the investigation. See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories. But even if it weren't, my father's business is his own. I shall not engage in gossip.
Your father's expedition.
Your father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public. It is a great shame, of course. His work would have turned the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bye for now.
Have a good day.
I'm a little bit confused on how to continue with this quest though. On how to find a woman. Right. Well, we did find the burglars, and unfortunately one died, but we did kinda cover up one of them. I don't feel bad about it. He regrets what he did. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.